Alright guys, welcome back to the next episode of our F1 Manager 24 career mode. On to the next episode where we're going to simulate the Netherlands and then we're going to be driving manually in Monza. Last time out we had Mick Schumacher bump up the position that they're in, scoring their first points on the season. That's also solidifying our position into P8 against Haas, 1 point difference, as our drivers are looking pretty good. Only 1 point separating them both. Doing what they can. Logan Sargent, last time out, getting a crash. Involved in a crash with Yuki Tsunoda, and I believe... let's see, I believe it was... Alright, who was it? Let me go look here. Yuki Tsunoda, Kevin Magnussen, and Zhou Guanyu retired later on. So Logan, Kevin, and Yuki outbroke themselves and smashed into them at the end of one of the laps, and then Zhou Guanyu retired later on after the red flag. So we did spend some time behind the scenes. We did some scouting for some drivers and some other staff members that we will we'll share at the end of the season. We won't be showing any of that. But Mick Schumacher really putting up a fight to hold on to that position, even though he is part of that Mercedes Academy talk that we were talking about, and then Logan Sargent being the likely contender as of right now to hold on to that position, as we're looking at replacements for our reserve drivers that we can look at, as our two drivers are still into it. So we'll be looking to replace Eva Korhonen as her contract is coming up, and Klaus will be staying with us yet another year. That's also the same for Logan and Mick, but I don't know if I want to change them out or not. We'll have to wait and see how things plan out at the end of the season. And we are still positive in our money after doing some upgrades. I don't know why this marker is here unless it's for the engine component, which we are in a little bit of an issue here with this ERS because of early on in the season. But yeah, that's going to be the same situation for both of our drivers. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and simulate through the Netherlands, and we will see you guys for qualifying for Monza.
Okay, we take the flag.
Alright, that is Monza done for practice. Practice 3, Sargent actually finished out without retiring. He retired both in practice 1 and practice 2. So he's still not anywhere close to his setup that Schumacher is sitting at. I'll have to take a look here afterwards. I know they're in the upper 80s and 90s. So that's practice. Feeling pretty good about that.
Qualifying is coming up, and the drivers will be ready and raring to go.
As we've already seen, Monza is a fast circuit, and it's no wonder the locals call it La Pista Magica, the magic track. For 80% of this lap, the cars are at full throttle, and the engines will need to give it everything they've got here in qualifying.
If we could just talk about Mick Schumacher for a second. Given his recent form, how's he going to be going into this session?
We saw some disappointing lap times from them in practice. It could be that the team were experimenting with the car, but the pressure's now on them to deliver.
And you're right. Well, it's nearly time for qualifying.
Alright, here we are for qualifying. Practice wasn't so great. First practice, we ran Mick Schumacher a fast set of soft tires there at the end, while Logan Sargent retired due to engine components. Practice 2, same situation. Logan Sargent retired due to engine components. Mick Schumacher P20 on a set of softs. In practice 3, they're back at the grid and trying to finalize their setups. And I'm feeling really confident as to what we can do. Feeling pretty close. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. We're still not there yet for his setup. Go ahead and set our strategies while we're at it. And then Schumacher 93. I'm feeling really good about this. So hopefully we can finalize on that. And as you guys can see, the engine wear on our cars are not so great. I don't know why car parts for Schumacher are like that, but we're gonna go ahead and swap the rest of our parts out, and then we'll get right to qualifying. And coming around the final corner, forget the name of the corner already. I'm drawing a blank here. So we're gonna be coming across with Sargent first. 122 flat.
Need to drop the pace.
And then 300ths of a second off the pace, so they're using the same parts, so we're pretty set in stone of where
I would like you to slow
they
down,
want to
please.
be between each other. And let's just hope that's pretty midfield, around top 10 is what we're wanting. 2.3 seconds off the pace with Leclerc, especially with our worn parts. So let's go ahead and jump to our next run. Alright, we had a little bit of a traffic jam in our way, but hopefully we're on a good run. I believe the yellow's a personal best, I'm not entirely sure. Sargent coming across the line. No improvement, I believe. And no improvement. That's going to be out in Q1 this time here in Monza. It's going to be unfortunate for us. I've been spending a lot more time on these setups, try to get them as close as possible, but it's just not it apparently. So we will take that with a grain of salt and do what we can during the race.
Well, it won't be long before the drivers hit the track for 53 laps around Monza in what should be a fast and fantastic race.
Monza has seen some incredible moments in the past. Pierre Gasly's unexpected 2020 victory reminded us of how wonderfully unpredictable this sport can be.
At Monza, the aim is clear. Pure acceleration is what the track demands, and every F1 driver is only too happy to submit. Cars that struggle for downforce elsewhere can really come into their own around this gem of a circuit. Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
Alright, that was expected. Heavy rain during the main event. Ooh. We don't have another ERS. We can't change our parts out because of Parc Ferme. And we have rain. 53 laps. We'll drop 3 laps and see how we do there. Because there is rain, so we will be conserving a lot of fuel. 4 laps. We'll take 4 laps. 93% confidence and a 91, so we lost a little bit here with Schumacher. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what we can do for the setups, especially
With us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. A chance to see just what Charles Leclerc can achieve here.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we? Here we are at the oldest circuit in Europe for this, the Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, here we go, back to the grid. Can't do any worse than this.
Let's try to see what we can do.
Yeah, copy. Let's go.
Next set to deploy. Do as best as we can on this track. Hopefully we don't have to retire because of our components. Easy move on Ricardo. He has the inside though. Seems like everybody's pushing. Hulkenberg and Ocon are going to be holding out till the rain comes on those hard tires.
All to play for still.
Very nice angle from the camera, the helicam. This track really tells you the true pace of each car. So, we are boxed in there.
Right then, we can take a look now. Right, let's follow the action now at turn 7.
Did he
And they squeeze
outbrake him?
by.
No, he pushed to the outside.
And that move puts them in 21st.
All right. DRS open on lap 2.
DRS
We'll
enabled.
get it in
DRS
sector
enabled.
2. Start at sector 3.
Okay, so it's currently P18.
And the rain is coming on 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, 19. 17, 18, 19 is the window. Well, 15 to 20 is the window. So we'll drop them down for now.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
We'll deploy for another lap and go from there. Alright, we'll show up here in about 10 laps.
Very light shower, 5 minutes. Copy.
Alright, rain on the way. Sargent versus Ricardo. Very nice onboard. We may use that for a thumbnail.
Alrighty.
It's both of our drivers next to each other. P17, P18. That is an improvement from the back row. Top up a little bit on the ERS.
Charge on.
Copy.
We got like nothing.
We don't have enough battery.
Copy.
We are
so overtake is
serving
available
very
at the moment.
well, so we'll go ahead and push a little bit.
You can reduce lift off.
Copy that. Let's recharge on.
Does that re-overtake? Through the chicane on the inside. Schumacher almost went through as well. It's a good move on his part. Now it's driver versus driver on our team to see who keeps their position, even though they both have contracts for next season. We'll have to wait and see when the rain starts to fall, which is here on lap 11.
Side ready. Okay, mate.
There are our raindrops. Check out our tire wear here. Doing really good. 17, 18. Ocon's trying to pass Schumacher.
Yeah, it's raining a lot.
Here's the replay. Now here, we're taking turn 6.
May have
It's
to go in
certainly
sooner than we
inviting.
wanted to. Yeah, side by side coming out of that.
And Mick
This is gonna
Schumacher
give
says
away.
Dankeschön. Thank you very
We'll have to watch and see if they come in. They're not coming in yet. Nobody's coming in yet. Still not enough rain. We're looking about 1 millimeter of rain
Keep going.
for
Joe
those
is the car
intermediate
behind.
tires. I don't know what those icons are above the. That could be another decent thumbnail, but yeah, I don't know what that clipping is above
Awesome.
the cars. So I'll have to wait and see if anybody else comes in on the next lap. We have a lot of battery. We're up in neutral. Everybody's coming into the pits. Aston Martin's double stopping. Mercedes is double stopping. McLaren's double stopping. And Ferrari. Now it is our turn.
Bottas stopped.
Pit entry.
Take it easy in the pit entry.
Copy.
And let's hope we don't fuck up this double stop.
Looks very slippery.
It's way riskier than we had a few episodes ago. Full wet tires on. Ah.
Reminder, throttle on pit exit.
That launch was a little late.
Okay, mate, so you're going to be clear on pit exit.
There was no issue though. Verstappen, Perez, and Noda stayed out. And they are spacing out right now for a double
Ricardo
stop.
in front.
8 seconds. And then Sonoda is struggling on those
Okay, so now
mediums.
behind you is Ocon.
Sonoda's coming out of the pits, overcut. Up in P12, I'm not sure where they ended up at the end of qualifying. But we'll go a few laps and see where we end up. Alright, so lap 26, we're about halfway through our race.
Feedback on tires.
Tires are okay.
We ran the tires a little bit too harshly. For the first part of their stint, they're sitting under par. We'll have to conserve a little bit. We'll probably do avoid curbs. In fact, we'll do that now. We'll avoid high-risk curbs for a little bit.
Watch those curbs.
See where that tire wear goes through. No real improvement. P18, P20.
No curbs.
Copy.
This is our first, really our first race with heavy weather on this game. And we just basically gotta last. Everybody's having engine issues this late in the season. Sainz with an issue, Alonso with an issue, Correa with an issue. We're having really low wear on our parts.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Copy box.
Schumacher's in.
Box for inters. Box, box.
Sargent will come in afterwards. Yes.
Box, box.
Yeah, box, box.
Tire switch to inter, please. Tire switch to inter.
Alright, no issues on that.
Let's try to take opportunity. We don't need lift off.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, I just bit. No, wrong button.
Joe is the car in front. Gap 5.2.
We'll do clean air
19
for
laps to
the
go.
tires. Go from there.
No more lift and coast required.
Copy.
Sergeant coming in.
It is a gravel.
Anybody else coming in for inters? No?
Take it easy in the pit entry.
Oh, they went on the new wet. I didn't realize that. That rain will let up here shortly. But we're still having a bad race overall anyways. So we might as well take it.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit. In front, Zoo. Two more laps.
Yeah, copy that.
And the next time we cross the line will be the end of the race.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
More than enough fuel to finish the race.
Okay, we take the flag. Sorry for today, it was difficult.
We didn't end up retiring,
When
but
you
that's
stop
good though.
at the bridge, it will be P1 on P0.
Leclerc wins Verstappen P2, Piastri P3. So Ferrari wins at home.
Sometimes I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your race.
Well, I think most people expected them to really deliver here, but it's a disappointing finish outside the points.
Out and onto the podium steps Charles Leclerc, the driver from Monaco, really deserving of that top 3 spot.
Six wins now in this season, they're not flagging. A mighty impressive victory.
And that, right there, is a picture-perfect end to this weekend in Monza. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They'll be disappointed. Neither driver really shone here, it has to be said, and there's quite a bit of work to be done, but they'll be well aware of that.
And with that, our time in Italy is done for another year.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
That's going to be a street circuit back-to-back double header. As we don't lose any or gain any positions. That's a change between Yuki Tsunoda and Nico Hulkenberg. Fastest pit stop. I don't think we got top 10. No, we did not. And we're not even in the competition for that. 2.693 from Schumacher. And 693.80 is the time. Neither of our drivers have reached our target, so no extra money there. We have done a lot of contract stuff between start of practice and the end of the race. So we're not going to go into our inbox and spoil that for you guys. But we have some components to deal with and to go from there. So we will see you guys in the next episode for, I believe, Singapore. Yeah, we'll simulate Baku and then go with Singapore on our very minimal money plan as of right now. So we got another regulation vote coming up too in the next episode. So we will see you guys there in the next video.